Obviously, we're here at Big Data London today, and it's been a very busy past 2 days. Have you found the event so far?
It's packed. I mean, there's so many people. We just didn't really expect so many people to be here both days. Usually it kind of winds down at a lot of conferences, but today is just as busy as yesterday.
Yeah. What are some of the talking points you've been having with customers? Are there any trends that have been emerging in your space?
Yeah, so actually, one of the funniest things is we integrate with Kafka, Apache Kafka, and we had a talk that talked about Apache Kafka. It's really remarkable because that project is a decade plus, like 15 years maybe at this point, but it's still something everyone can get around because it's sort of that interconnected data system that flows through everything. So when we had a talk about it, it was just like everyone came for that, just to learn about what else you could do with that platform. Yeah, that's the biggest trend I have seen.
Yeah, makes sense. And are there any challenges that you've been talking to customers about, or any challenges facing the space as a whole?
The challenges, I think, right now would be based off the economy a lot on costs. So It's a number one thing we got kind of hear people ask about is like, how do I make sure that the cloud costs keep on staying within a good amount of time, or maybe products that could enable smaller teams to do more instead of saying, hey, I'm not going to be able to hire 20 data scientists, I'm going to be able to only hire 5. Is your product easy enough for us to use? Like, people are looking for less high customization products and more about simplicity, just given the nature of the world right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know people are looking to do more with less. That's essentially the point. And obviously, we've seen some new technologies recently, emerging technologies like AI having a huge impact in the data space. How is it impacting, the way your company operates?
Well, the same thing. I mean, just back on that last topic was the vision that people have for AI right now in this space particularly is, I have less people, so can generative AI make up for that headcount? Can I do more with less is kind of the big thing. For our space, where we sync data from the edge to the cloud, where a lot of people are saying, hey, can I sync more of the generative AI that could be created with these processes down to our phone? So, for example, I want to order something at a retail store, but also be able to be suggested other things while I'm at the edge. These are big trends that kind of interplay with the economics of things as well.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that makes sense as well. One last question for you today.
Yeah.
If you could give one big prediction for the future of data, what would it be and why?
I do think the biggest thing about the whole generative AI space would be more focus. I do think that sometimes AI can be too much, and then people can kind of see right through that. Right. So people will find, I need generative AI for legal documents. I need generative AI for art, or like ML predictions for a subset of categories. These are the companies that are going to do really well. The very broad-based things, because it's too leaky and people don't really know, it's probably like more of a solution looking for a problem. You really want to be on the opposite side of that.